I want to apologize again if you guys are here as we.
You're only missing the most intense battle of the night. Although we do have right now for second place, so Louisville and Brent. Oh, got it out of the airman, so third place inside right now.
Well, I see. I noticed that my mic wasn't plugged in, and I was talking off my camera mic. So I plugged in my mic, and then it made my computer go dumb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my camera mic picked it up. Come on and load. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Here we go. We are, and I just want to say sorry about that, guys. Yep. Gotta get my camera back up though, bud. I don't think I missed too much. I think I just missed about a lap or two, but I just want to apologize. We want to again say that this race is brought to you by Orange Logic, and right there, Austin Starr, the leader. Troy Moreau up to second. Where is he? 76. Kyle Ritchie is in third. Oh. Yeah, whole front wing just hanging. Yeah, whole front's just kind of hanging there. Fourth, someone we haven't spoke of much tonight, Brian Edwards, having a quietly good night. Fifth, Matt Brewer. Yeah, Joey Vermoretti sitting in sixth. William Brennan sitting seventh. Taylor W. Woods sitting eighth. Ryan Depew sitting in ninth. Yeah, that's for sure. And I'll just, again, if you guys tune back in, just want to apologize for the incident earlier.
So that is definitely going to hand third and fourth over to Matt Brewer and Brian Edwards, as they basically just contend to stay on the lead lap. But probably going to end up being a conversation here in a little bit.
Sure, and looks like we checking something here. Go back to that. All right, we're good. And I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties we had. We had some issues. We've got them figured out. Garrett's throwing stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's Thing almost just landed on my face. Pit stops have already started for a few of them. I'm not quite entirely sure who has and who has not pitted.
Troy's in the pits. Joey's in the pits. Looks like the leader, Austin Sarr, Kyle Ritchie, and Matt Brewer have not pitted. It's going to be a little difficult to tell with the accidents that who is on a decent strategy. Looks like Joey has called it a night. And we again would like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's Grand Prix of Long Beach. It is brought to you by Orange Logic. Orange Logic is trusted by Fortune 100 brands that want to keep their digital assets secure and organized. Visit orangelogic.com to learn more. Thank you.
Matt Brewer just put it in the wall. Lost the front wing temporarily, but I think that was kind of a glitch because he got it back right away.
That's what I see. And that does seem to happen on these road courses a lot, just these glitches, but it works out.
You know, you were just speaking of Orange Logic, and I was about to say there's a certain driver who, he even told me that he's running this race to survive attrition. And here in about a lap, he's going to be sitting 7th from attrition. And that driver is the driver you just talked about, Ryan DePue.
Ryan DePue, right here. We are on him right now in that beautiful Orange Logic car. One of my favorite paint schemes out here.
Yeah, I will say about his paint scheme is, I give a lot of, I give bonus points, basically. You know, in my mind, I give, scheme of bonus points if it's something that you made. You know, I really like the Indy Autosport guys and what they got going on, just being a Penske fan.
Yep.
But, their schemes in real life. So, I do like the homegrown, personally made schemes. You don't see that too terribly often, but when you do see it, and they will have their own sponsor on the car, like our leader Austin Sarr, I'm pretty sure that is a Austin Sarr made car. Maybe not, but if it's not, it still looks good. It's not a scheme out of the real life. Not that I'm saying I'm opposed to schemes from real life. Last season I ran a couple, but it just hits a little differently when it's yours and it's your own product on there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I like all these cars. I mean, everyone has nice cars and they do their own thing.
Oh, I agree. I think the whole field. I love the look of this field.
But Austin Sarr is chasing down Taylor W. Woods.
I don't know if Taylor Woods knows or not that he does not have a front wing.
Yeah.
Looked like Austin Sarr was going to decide to bring it down pit road that time. He's 24 to go, so about now a lap away from hitting halfway. Already halfway.
Unfortunately, the earlier broadcast is not like Twitch and will not come back up. So we're going to have to make it up to Orange Logic and do another race for them next week. Next time we race, we'd like to apologize for the issues we had.
Yeah, it's not going to come up yet. It will come up eventually.
Well, it might have saved. It might not, but we'd like to apologize in advance for the technical difficulties.
He Keep going, Edwards. I'm pitting.
Austin Sarr, our leader, brings it down pit road, which really kind of helps out Brian Edwards right there, because he was about to go a lap down. Break of the night, though, is Matt Brewer, who with 40 he's 40 seconds back, so I don't know if he can get up there and compete, because I don't know if he's pit yet. But let's see. I mean, he's cut it down, but Austin Sarr's coming out, which is going to cut that
down and away. And he decided to cut it in half. I guess the tire fall off is not terrible enough to constitute having a two-stop race. 114 degrees is the track temp right now.
But that brings it down to 20 seconds.
Trent, if we lose the first half of that broadcast, we will make it up to Orange Logic.
It's probably going to happen, because it didn't give me an option to like save before reset. So we'll have to talk to Ryan, but we'll make it. We'll do it. We'll do it for the double points race.
No, it won't be for Michigan, but we'll make it up to Orange Logic.
All right.
Dang it, Trent, you're fired.
Listen, I didn't mean for it to happen. 12 second, about a 9-second gap now. Just the halfway point. Ryan Peace at 7th. Taylor Woods got that front wing fixed. Turns on this track, Jesus.
And each and every one of them are. Hold your pants. Some of the runoffs here are kind of not very helpful. Well, no, I say that. This car, it's very helpful. The car last night, some of those runoffs, you go in that runoff and you are having to reverse out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't, it's not sound fun.
Tell you what, by the time the Matt Brewer ends up cycling around and ends up doing his pit stop, Austin Sarr is going to have clinicked the rest of the field. He's going to have well over a 30-second lead.
Oh, almost. I mean, he's lapped up to second. So, but I think Matt Brewer's pit. I think
Has he? That's a big gain if he's already pit.
I think that was one of the people that I talked about earlier before the
Yeah, you're right, because Matt Brewer was involved in that accident, but he pit so early, Trent, that it's not going to end up making a difference long term. He's still going to have to bring it down another time.
But I think he pit earlier. Like when I said, "Oh, he's down pit road."
Yeah, he pit lap 3 or 4, I think, 3 or 4 with the whatever lap the accident was, in the hairpin with the other two.
Yeah, and Austin Sarr probably isn't going to need to pit again, though. Because he split it halfway. So I don't know. It's definitely and Matt Brewer's pitting right now.
That answers it right there. We're going to find out just how far out Austin Sarr has done as he puts Brian Edwards a lap down that last lap. He's going to have 2 cars left. He's going to do what only Alex Pelican has done so far in this league, and that's going to be lap the entire field on a road course.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting because Matt Brewer might come out before. I don't know. There's the entrance to pit road.
And just past the hairpin is where the entrance to pit road is. It's a hard right.
He's got about a minute. 51-second lead is what he's saying right now. I don't know, in my head, like, you slow it down a little bit, make sure you finish when you've had a dominating performance like this. Well, Garrett's mic died, so we're waiting on him to come back, but we'll take you through the field right now. Austin Sarr still dominating. 76 of Kyle Ritchie, but right behind him is Matt Brewer for third. So that right there is an interesting race for second and third. Brian Edwards fourth, sitting back there, but in the conversation right there was William Brennan. I saw the white and pink car sticking out, so that's cool. William Brennan sitting fifth, Taylor W. Woods sitting sixth. Then was Ryan Depew in the Orange Logic car. Tonight's race is brought to you by Orange Logic. Thank you guys so much. I think that. Yeah, that's all that's left on the track. Somewhere I heard it. William Brennan right there, or Matt Brewer, sorry. What happened? This comes up. That corner seemed to be the. Ooh, but who else gets into him? Who else? I couldn't bring it. I couldn't figure out who got into him right there. Sorry about that, but that corner has been the death of cars tonight. Car Reggie is the only car not a. That's who it was. I see the paint scheme. Car Reggie almost gets caught up in that accident with. I mean, that car is messed up. Not gonna lie, that car is damaged, hurt. He's having trouble, but he did not knock the front wing off, so that's good. 16 laps to go. Garrett's mic hub broke, so we might not get him back for the night, but that's unfortunate, but that's alright. Kyle Ritchie sitting right there. Pretty hurt, honestly, that car, but Matt Brewer, unfortunately, is done for the night. Looks like that's going to wrap his night up, which moved Brian Edwards up into third. Matt Brewer up into fourth. And then that's going to move Taylor Woods up and Ryan Depew. So currently the Orange Logic car, after this is all said and done, will be sitting sixth. Take you on board with the Orange Logic number 31 car. That just looks so uncomfortable. And he is about to join company with being the only person on a road course to lap the whole field. If, of course, he can get around Kyle Ritchie. Right there it is. Whole field has been lapped. Got about 12 laps to go here.
Thank you, Ryan.
That will be right there. Ryan Depew keeping up with the leader, but he's just going to let him go. Smart not to try to, get in the way, take out the, dominating car tonight. James Peters right behind our second place car of Kyle Ritchie, and he did get involved in an early accident about lap 3, so that's unfortunate for him. Laps to go. Tonight's race is again brought to you by Orange Logic. Orange Logic is trusted by Fortune 100 brands that want to keep their digital assets secure and organized. Visit orangelogic.com to learn more. Thank you. pushing that car to its limits. He pitted right around the halfway point of this race, so it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, how much can this car handle?
Am I back?
I can hear you.
Oh my gosh, man, that was annoying. I was helpless. The last however long I was silent, dude. It just died, and I was like, okay, my mic's dead. And I plugged it in, and nothing happened. It turns out my little stand, thank the Lord I had a freaking another one, or else I would have been out for the night. That would have been disastrous.
Well, you had another stand?
Yeah, I had another one. A little USB connection. If anybody doesn't know, I have an archaic Logitech G930, so.
Thing's extinct, Garrett.
Yeah, no, literally, it is extinct. The market's probably 3 times as much as I bought it for 6 years ago.
There's still $120 mic.
But she's Kate mine on. So we're getting down to it. Yeah, gonna have, what, 6 laps to go this time by? He just started 7 laps to go.
Yep. He has
putting on an absolute
hurt on
clinic.
this field. He has this whole field lapped. Some down 1 lap, some down 2, even 3.
It certainly has been a battle of attrition tonight, just as, you know, we didn't really openly anticipate, but I definitely anticipated it being a battle of attrition.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that's going to be the case with every time we visit a street course, just because of the nature, you know, truthfully, the nature of these tracks.
I'd like to see someone challenge Austin Sarr on one of these road courses.
I think it'll be. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, we go on break. We come back. We go to Michigan, and then after that we go to Watkins Glen and we go to Circuit of the Americas. And you know, there might be a certain driver out there who might or may not have won at Circuit of the Americas last season, who I bet he will be available that night. You know, challenges are going to come. We saw the last season that, you know, even drivers who, you know, seem unbeatable or are beatable. It's just going to take time for other people to figure them out and see, you know, where they're getting the advantage on them and not. Going back to what I was saying just a couple minutes ago, as we get down about 5.5 laps to go. We're off next week for Thanksgiving, so no races next week. We come back from Michigan, double points race, basically the Indianapolis of this season, 250 miles. Then we go to Watkins Glen, and I think Watkins Glen is going to become a staple on the schedule for the foreseeable future. For the upcoming seasons in this league. I really like that track, and I really like how this car races on that track. And then we go to Circuit of the Americas, and then we have another off week. And then we have the Christmas week. And then we get going hard with 3 straight weeks of ovals. I know that some are dreading that, and I know that some are chomping at the bit to get there. I'm gonna come down and start 4 to go here, and you know he's got 3 more laps, and then he can drive it clean into turn 1 and not even turn. If he gets that white flag, and he'll end up winning this race. do a click through the field here before this thing ends. Get these results going, huh? How'd you say, Trent?
Yeah, sorry, my mother was texting me. Got Austin Sarr putting on clinical. Kyle Ritchie, second. Brian Edwards, third. William Brennan involved in a couple early ones, missing half a wing, sitting in fourth. Alright, let's come back around, please, ticker. Taylor W. Woods involved in a wreck, so he is sitting on pit road, so this will change with James A. Pierce, Ryan Depew, so that will change. So looks like Ryan Depew will finish sixth if all stays the same. He can finish the next 3 laps.
I think it's been a pretty good night. I was actually, I knew that there was going to be a lot of wrecks, but I was actually impressed to have this track raced early on. We had the 3 that were racing for about the first 5 laps, and they ended up getting into an accident over there in the hairpin. I desperately hope that the first half of this stream is going to still be around.
Me too.
Because, really, honestly, if we lose that first half of the stream, that's the race, man. People gonna be joined in for the Orange Logic Grand Prix, and they're gonna see 30 laps of the Orange Logic Grand Prix after the first 20 laps of excitement had already happened.
So I'm hoping it saved, or maybe I could somehow find it. But
yeah, we're definitely gonna put in the effort to do it. Austin Sarr, 2 laps to go, and we're going to finish this race at right about the hour mark, which is what I wanted it to be. I think an hour-long test around these tracks is truthfully trying on these guys, and I know that these guys are absolutely just dreading having to do this right now, but that's where we find the best drivers. Who's able to have their stuff last the longest and able to push as hard as you can all the way to the very end. And Austin Sarr is showing tonight that he's the man to get it done. He's not really, from what I can get, he's not really too hot on ovals, but he's competitive on ovals. So it's gonna be interesting to see where he stacks up at Michigan. And like I was alluding to earlier, I don't know if it was on this stream or the stream before. That double points race carries a lot of weight. That double points race could set. If you're sitting 3rd or 4th in points right now, and you go out and you get a top 2, or you win that race in Michigan, you get a top 2 or 3, it's going to completely change the course of your season. You are going to be thrusted into the championship hunt, whether you want to or not.
yeah, and so Austin Sarr, he did say that he's not the biggest
One
fan
more
of
lap to
ovals,
go.
so he's gonna have to put in work for that.
Got about 6 more turns until we got a 14-day break. First off week for VSRL in the middle of a season.
Stupid holidays.
Yeah, I agree. And we'll send it off here down the backstretch with Austin Sarr for one final time down the backstretch. We'll send it off to say that I am thankful for everybody who's involved in this league and everybody who watches. I don't know how many people come watch on a week-to-week basis, but I'm thankful for all the drivers who come out here. Been there when Tuesdays and Wednesdays with VSRL. They could pick really anywhere to do it. Thankful for Trent for broadcasting. Thankful for Adam for coming in here and broadcasting occasionally. And that's going to be the race. That's going to do it. Austin Sarr. 59 minutes and 36 seconds of chaos around Long Beach, and you get it done.
Put on a hurting.
Kyle Ritchie and Brian Edwards round out the podium. How about the runs by Kyle Ritchie and Brian Edwards tonight? 10th and 8th is where they started, and they're able to bring it home 2nd and 3rd. give Austin Sarr a chance to bring it around the track. Pull him up here in just a moment. Let's get him a chance to bring it around town. 'Cause I believe we still have cars finishing.
Yep.
And Ryan Depew is going to end up bringing home 6th. You were right. He's going to end up bringing home 6th tonight. Great run for Ryan Depew, who he admitted that he wasn't really expecting to do a lot tonight. He just wanted to be there at the end, and he was. He ended up bringing it home in a good point tonight in 6th.
Good one, Austin. Thank you.
Garrett, pull him up.
I got it. Let's get it. Austin Sarr, here in the Vector's Vision Race Control. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
Man, you put on an absolute, pardon my French, to be frank, ass whooping tonight. Tell me about the preparation getting ready for tonight.
Long Beach is just generally a very tricky technical track, so it really demands a lot of practice, a lot of preparation for it, and there's so many places on the track where small mistakes can turn into huge problems very quickly. Turn 5 is a big one with that crest and the bumps halfway through. Real easy to be a little too aggressive on the throttle and you're backwards into a barrier. Same thing with the hairpin, turn 11. If you don't get that line right, you could easily lose 0.8 of a second in that corner alone. There's a handful of sequences that are just, you need to be in the right place, and if you're not, the track really punishes you on time. Not to mention just the bumps and the mistakes, they can turn very ugly very quickly.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot throughout the night with everybody. It was the same thing that I think that we compared a lot of Indy with the conditions and how hot the track was getting, is people really didn't realize how hard you were able to push the car. Now on tracks like tonight, when you have similar situations and you step it out 1% past what you're capable of, and it ruins your entire race, and you end up losing 3 or 4 laps at a time. But I think you were the only one to have a perfect race tonight, and it showed. I think this is the 22nd and 23rd race in this series history, and you're only the second driver to ever put the whole lap on the whole field. So congratulations to that.
Thank you.
I want to move on to.
From my perspective, it's like I had a great race, but it's still small mistakes all over the place. It's like you mentioned with the track temperature. It was difficult to keep the car settled in certain situations, and there were a handful of times where I was dealing with understeer or oversteer, and the car crab walking around, and it's very active when it's this hot, and you got to deal with it. You got to learn how to drive the car and correct everything.
Adapt and overcome. That's the name of the game with these hot tracks, and it seems like regardless of how cold the ambient is, if that sun's out, that track is going to be sweating at the end of that race.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I know last week you said you weren't too hot on the ovals. So you go into an off week to enjoy Thanksgiving, and you come back with probably the biggest race of the season, which happens to be at an oval. How are you feeling about that?
Well, the last oval I podiumed, hoping for more of the same, but it's still got to prep for it a little bit and practice, and we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it'll be another good one, but we'll just have to see.
Yes, sir. And Trent, you got anything you want to add?
Man, no, but that was just a good race, and been fun watching you up here in the booth, and we hope to see more for you. I know you said a couple weeks ago that ovals weren't your biggest strength, but man, that race is real important. The double points night, so just put in the practice, man. Good luck. All right, man. Thank you so much. We're gonna get doesn't look like Kyle's in here, but we are gonna get Brian Edwards up here in the booth. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Pull him up there. I don't know how to pull it up.
I got him. You got this interview.
All right. Brian Edwards, we have you up here in the booth, man. Tough track. How does it feel to come home with a podium, third place?
Oh, hang on here. Let me put a headphone in so I can hear you better. Hang on. Maybe. Wants to connect.
Turn you up a little bit.
There we go. I got you.
All right, man. Got you up here in the booth. Real tough track. I mean, I know you finished a lap down, but you did finish third. I mean, just come home, third, have a podium, decent points night. I mean, gotta be happy. How's it feel, man?
Oh, man. Finally had a clean race for the first time this season. That felt nice. Just stayed out of trouble. Ran really conservatively. Thought I had a shot for second. Got a little too aggressive, made a couple mistakes, but also 0 incident points, which was really nice to see. Just kept it clean on a tough track.
That's real impressive on this track, man. I know. I mean, I was just like, this track. Turn 5. That's real difficult. I'm just real impressed that. We did have some accidents, but I thought it was not going to be the greatest. But it turned out to be a good show. Unfortunately, my computer crashed midway through.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we might have lost the beginning of the stream, which is kind of rough. But we just want to, thank you for coming up here. We know, you've been doing a lot for the league, and you sound like, it's just good. You guys have a team, and you guys do a lot for the league, and we just want to thank you. And you got anyone?
Oh, of course. I want to thank both of you guys for everything you do. I know we can be a pain in the butt sometimes about some things.
Keeps it interesting.
I understand in the heat of the moment, people get pissed. Garrett's cussed me out a couple times racing, so.
Trent has taken me out of championships before.
Oh no, that's the worst, man. I'm just happy there was no. Everybody was kind of calm and collected on the start tonight. It was nice to see.
For sure. And
I was very conservative going into one, making sure nobody hit me.
Yeah, that start I was a little worried about, but you got anyone you want to thank, man?
Nah, thank you guys for putting everything on. It's great, and then I thank my teammates for pushing me to get better, man. It's great to be on a team with some cool people. We all push each other, fight with each other. It's fun.
Yeah, and I like your guys' Penske schemes.
Yeah, I ran the throwback tonight. I think I might bring some good luck with that scheme. So we'll see. Might have to keep it for a couple races.
Hey man,
got me Andy last year.
Got next week off.
Yeah, we're gonna. I know we're running. I'm hosting a fun Indy 250 next Wednesday night since we're off. So hopefully some people come out and do that. Have some fun with that.
And
cool.
One of the biggest races of the season coming up, double points night at Michigan, man. So be prepared. That could turn it.
Oh, hey, you know me on the big ovals, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
That could turn.
Got the double points last season and changed the season.
It changes the standings big time, man. I'm conservative. I wait till like the last 20 laps, and you'll hopefully see me up there at the front. Hopefully, might be me and Garrett showing down again. Who knows?
I'm coming for you. Coming for you this week.
Hey, that Indy battle last year was fun, man.
Hey, man, but good luck and thank you so much.
One short last year. I'm getting to the top step this year.
Oh yeah.
I don't see.
Thanks for coming out, Brian. Thank y'all, the whole team.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. It's a lot of fun to look forward to every week.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't see Kyle Ritchie, but we are gonna have an honorary broadcast tonight with Ryan Depew. Mr. Ryan Depew. Can I hear you? Let me turn you up. Are you here?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You are a little quiet.
All right.
Nah, I got him. He's good, Trey.
You want the good news or you want the bad news?
I'm just learning that the broadcast crashed.
Yes. So
He's already been fired.
we're going to try to save it. If not, we will make it up to Orange Logic, by doing another stream for them, and we will get with you for that race to figure it out so you can tell them.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Because
otherwise, other than the crashing, you're able to recover. How was the race from your point of view?
Man, it looked good. I mean, you know, and I mean, you came out. I mean, I know you had an early wreck, but you came away with a 6th place.
Let's just
I
pause.
can explain all that.
Yeah, pause. I want. How did that happen?
No, this is it's frustrating. I mean, I know I'm slower than these guys, and I don't want to ruin their race, and so I'm looking in my mirror, trying to stay out of their way, and then I misjudge a braking point. Then now I've lost a wing or something. And it's really frustrating, but I don't know. I'm
We're
too
not
old for
alone.
this. I'm too old for this. You guys make me feel. I mean, everybody in this league makes me feel a lot older too. This is a good league.
And you know, man, we got next week off, and then we got Michigan. But Michigan could turn your season around, have a good double points night. We'll see, could be good for you. So we'll see how that goes. And we just, again, from the bottom of our hearts, want to thank Orange Logic again. And if we can't recover it, we will get with you, and we'll figure out another race to have for them.
Good deal. I appreciate it. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging in there and broadcasting the race for us. Kudos to Austin. Holy cow, that guy's a pro.
That guy's fast. He's scary.
Need Alex to come out and see how they fare up together.
Yeah, that would be a heck of a race. I might just stay out of the way for that. Anyway, thank you guys. Hope you have a great night. We'll,
thank you, Ryan. I want to thank for everything you do for this league. It doesn't go unnoticed. Everything that anybody does in this league, it really pushes this league forward. Can't wait to see Reed back out here too. I haven't forgot about him.
Yeah, Reed's got his soccer season wrapping up, so hopefully.
Cool. He's on the way out.
Hopefully, we'll see him at Michigan. But yeah, damn good soccer player.
Good deal. Well, I look forward to racing against you, getting back on the track with you in a couple of weeks.
That's
Enjoy
right.
your
That's right.
Yeah.
You'll be up there at Michigan.
I'm back
Awesome.
for a while, at least a week. I'll be back in Texas too. I don't know how many other. On my schedule, I'm having so much fun in the broadcast booth. My schedule keeps dropping less and less. Now it went from 6 races to 4. Now it's down to I might just run 2. I'm having so much fun doing this broadcasting stuff.
Good.
Who knows?
Good at it. You're definitely good at it, but you're also good on the track. So we miss you out there. And
It's coin flip. It's good.
Yeah. I get it. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. And thank
Appreciate
you so
it, Ryan.
much.
All right. Take care.
And again, thank you guys so much for coming out to spend Orange Logic night with us. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And just like we told Ryan, if we can't recover, we will be setting up a second date for them. That'll be to determined. Me and Garrett and Ryan will figure that out. But thank you guys for coming out. I know we had quite a bit of viewers in the beginning, and then I crashed. And I'm still, stupid Mike had to screw my computer up. But thank you guys.